April 7, 2017. About 3 minutes until the regular trading hours open for the YM Dow futures contract. Here we have the overnight session so far. The overnight session opened at 20,621. It's the open of the extended trading hours. The extended trading hours session VWAP closed at 20,606. That's yesterday's VWAP extended trading hours. Let's switch back from the regular trading hours VWAP to the extended trading hours VWAP. Based on yesterday's levels, the trader's floor pivot is right here, which coincides with the open of today's extended trading hours session. So here's our pivot. Here's S1 support. But we can see that overnight we were somewhat below the S2 support. Right now the YM is right around the mid-pivot, halfway between PP and S1. Regular trading hours just began. There's the opening range so far between 1H opening range, high of the opening range, and low of the opening range. 3H OR and 3L OR are the high and low of 3 times the opening range. The opening range is set to measure the range over the first 5 minutes of regular trading hours. At that point, it will stop expanding and those levels will remain constant for the rest of the day. Let's take a look at a shorter time frame lunatic chart of the Dow futures. The stocks only NYSE tick is starting out pretty weak at minus 350. Bank DEX and FANG DEX are pretty neutral. Here's the bar by bar bid-ask delta of the ES contract. Don't forget that on the price panel we're watching the YM Dow futures contract. Magenta is the regular trading hours VWAP. These are the regular trading hours VWAP bands, which are just starting to develop. At this point, we might as well switch back to the extended trading hours VWAP bands for this chart. Extended trading hours VWAP is right here, 20,554, and there's been some resistance at or close to one standard deviation above that. That's the +1 level of the extended trading hours VWAP. The tick is still remaining underwater here for now. FANG DEX is weak right now. The bank DEX is coming up. Looks like a little upward move is trying to get started here. Let's zoom in on that. One more minute for opening range period. It's now 6:34 a.m. Pacific time. At 6:35, these opening range levels will be locked in for the rest of the day. Does look like we're getting ready for a move up here. Might need some more basing to accumulate some short fuel. Normally I'd like to see the tick come up towards the zero line before considering a long, but the tick is very sluggish first few minutes of the session. There's our little pop. There's plenty of time here to accumulate some short squeeze fuel. People who shorted here and would be getting stopped out as the prices started rising. The opening range high did not expand at this point because it's after more than 5 minutes after the beginning of regular trading hours. So these opening range levels are locked in for the rest of the day. H.R is the high of the regular trading hours session so far. And that would be just under the open of the extended trading hours overnight session, which is also very close to yesterday's close, YC.E. Okay, now we're positive on the day. We're above yesterday's close, and above the high of 3 times the 5-minute opening range. There's the high of the overnight session, H.E, which is coinciding with the high of the regular trading hours session. Tick went positive here at 6:36. We can see that the bid-ask delta became much more positive at this point. The selling in the ES pretty much disappeared, and the ES has been dominated by transactions at the bid positive deltas. So that's for about the last 3 minutes now. Let's take a look at the 550 tick chart to get a bit more contextual perspective. We can see the entire overnight session here, and it's pretty clear that the extended trading hours session transitioned into regular trading hours right here, where the tick started and the RTH VWAP started. Let's get rid of that opening range stuff. It's creating too much clutter. So far we can see that VWAP plus 2 standard deviations, this line, has been acting as resistance. And the VWAP plus 1 standard deviation, support, that's based on the regular trading hours VWAP. At this point, I will wrap up this recording of the regular trading hours open of the Dow futures contract.